I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fams on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Oh, y'all can't even hear me. Lee, what's good, bro?
Slow mo. Oh, damn. I'm on. Yeah, I thought I was on mute. Nah, I'm chilling, B. Yo, guess who I talked to today?
Rod Strickland.
I wish.
Bully.
I have one. You daggone right.
Okay.
Me, him, Wise, we chopped it up for like 2-3 hours.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that's dope, bro. That's dope, bro. Yeah, man. That's super dope. Man, I'm glad, man. Yeah, I'm glad, man, that dude is around, man. I miss that dude, bro.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to make sure, but you already know he Tito right now, so.
Yeah, he Tito right now? He told me he was not going to be Tito last time I talked to him.
I tried to get him not to be Tito, too, but, you know.
He grown, bro. I can't.
Yeah.
Bro, I can do about that. But yeah, man. So I just I'm gonna get back to that. Just want to say this though. Everybody, I noticed that around the beginning of every basketball season, around October, we get like a influx of people, new people that discover our channel, and just want to say salute to all of y'all that's coming here. That's everybody that's new, that's checking us out, that'll subscribe to the channel, that'll hit that like button, and such. And I noticed we talk about, and I know we talk about subscribing a lot, but let me just tell y'all, let me be upfront and honest about subscribers. I would love to be the #1 content creator in Knicks universe, right? Not because of self-fulfillment, but because I like talking Knicks basketball with people that enjoy Knicks content. Whether you agree with me on a daily basis, disagree with me on a daily basis, sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree, whatever it is, I don't care, because I already know to me it's sports talk, right? It's sports talk. Nobody's always going to agree, right? So when we talk about subscribers and things of that sort, it's never about, having a number just to say you have the biggest number. It's always about having a place where Knicks fans can come and talk that talk the way that y'all like to have that talk to y'all. Like the essence of what a real Knicks conversation is, right? Like about how the people are not just numbers, but the people are, it's a strength in number type situation, if y'all understand. So I'm gonna ask y'all to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and subscribe not only so you can be part of a large number, but subscribe so that you won't miss the content, so that you can be a part of the conversation, so that people can enjoy your company and you can enjoy other Knicks fans' company, right? So with that, Lee, I just wanted to put that out there, man. So if this time next year we had 250,000 subscribers, hey man, there's 250,000 people that enjoy
what we do.
that talk. Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, and not only that, but also too, one more thing. Like you said, like, subscribe. But you know something else you could do to help? Share it.
Share it.
Yeah, if you know other Knicks fans out there who like good Knicks, conversations and watch us, go at it and tease each other. Y'all would love this is the spot. You know what I'm saying? We have fun here.
This is yep.
And also too, this is the one place also too, you as a fan can come talk and speak your mind.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You're not just relegated to the chat.
Yeah.
You can get out here and tell the world how you feel.
Yeah.
And nobody will judge you.
Yeah. This is a judgment-free zone, baby.
Mm-hmm. Even though we do, even though you say you're talking crazy, we will come at you. But that's only in fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And my thing is, my only thing is, well, two things. Make sure you abide by the YouTube safety guidelines, right? The other thing too, if you have an opinion, let that be your opinion, right? And if you change your opinion, whatever, I mean, I don't judge. I don't keep receipts and all that stuff, because I believe in letting people be people, right? Man, hang out, have fun. You know what I'm saying? All those things that go along with it, right? Because I genuinely enjoy the conversations, right? Like, it's probably why we don't have guests on the channel, right? Because we too busy having us on the channel. You know what I'm saying? It's like a small radio station or something where you playing your homeboys' music all the time or something like that. That's what it's like. You feel me? So with all of that, Lee, there's a lot of stuff for us to talk about with the final preseason game coming up on Friday. Yeah. Is that game in Charlotte or New York?
That's a great question. It might be out Charlotte. It might be out your way.
Yeah. I mean, not exactly my way. It's like 3 hours, but
yo, I'll tell you this: you closer to them than I am.
Are you? I think Charlotte is 3 hours from Atlanta, right?
Charlotte like four and a half.
No, you sure? Maybe whatever. Yeah, because y'all got traffic and Charlotte has traffic, bro.
I think I gotta come all the way, go down to Columbia, and then go north from Columbia.
Oh, you got to get on 20.
Yep, and come all the way down,
and then get on 76, and then go. Yeah. You ride, bro. You got you gonna have to get you a Lincoln Navigator or something that rides smooth for the whole trip, bro.
Yeah, if I can get that guy on the road. Eventually, priorities change, bro. Priorities. But believe me, bro, if I could, I had that sucker on the road. Oh, it's in the city. It's in the city.
Yeah, man.
They bringing them tobacco boys up there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I had a few things that I want to talk about, man.
Let's hit it, baby.
All right, so I'm gonna run a few topics by you just for your thought, just for you to think about for a few seconds. All right, so one is the Knicks' depth looks good on paper, but how does it look on the floor? Second thought is Mike Brown's system exposed who can think the game and who can't think the game quickly. Right? Who's not great thinkers, right? Brogdon, Deuce, Josh Hart, Clarkson, Yabusele. Is that grits or glorified role players? And are the Knicks one major injury away from being a play-in team?
Oh, Lord. That's a lot.
It's a lot to think about, right? Pick which one y'all want to talk about. Randle in the building, Miguel P in the building. It's good to see Randle. What's good, bro? Just want to also say RIP to D'Angelo. That kind of
was crazy.
Shock.
Yo, we was chopping it up, and Buddy said he came across it. He said, what's called dead, D'Angelo? And I was like, what? I ain't believe him at first, and then I looked it up myself. 51 years old, pancreatic cancer.
51, bro. Dudes be checking out of here, bro.
Hey.
Yo, dudes be getting out of here, man. Yo,
cats don't take. You know what I'm saying? Getting at the doctor seriously.
Yeah, man.
And I understand why, because nobody wants to face their mortality.
Right. Yeah.
But in order to save yourself, you got to check yourself.
Yeah. Oh boy, here come Nick Yak with the Nick Yak. Hey, Nick Yak, what's good, brother?
My God, Nick Yak. That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh boy. Hey man, Nick Yak and Fritz Alcindor show up at the same time, bro. They come to fireworks. Man. Fritz, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
You brought the fireworks with you?
No, he brought his calculator and his trade phone.
Calculator is loaded.
Yeah. Or you got a whole bunch of what do you call it? D batteries in there.
Yeah, man.
I said D MFD. I don't know what that's about.
Yo, I feel you, but man, if we keep in, if we keep it in a stack, bro, Monday is probably gonna be the best show of the season so far.
It's gonna be some fireworks.
Yeah, when we see the rosters,
I'm pretty sure Sunday you're gonna have to go. I'm pretty sure Sunday you're gonna have to go live because it has to be done by Sunday.
Wow.
Friday afternoon. You already know what's gonna be.
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon because game was on Friday. Saturday by 8 o'clock. You gonna be like, bye.
Yeah.
I don't know. That yesterday made me think a few different things, man. Yesterday's made me think a little bit. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to give up Kool-Aid. I'm sorry. I'm not ready.
What?
Get out of here. What did you just say?
What did you just say?
I'm not ready.
Wait a minute. What? Nah.
That's not
I'm
true.
not ready.
That's not. Yo, everybody, this is not Chris Alcindor.
You know why? You know why?
Yeah, count
because you see the pattern. Like in Summer League, he was trash for 3 games?
Yeah.
And then like last 2 games, he was assertive. Now you get to preseason, garbage for 2-3 games, and then he's back assertive. Yeah. Okay, now you know the problem isn't he can't play. It's between the ears with him. It's between the ears. There's no way
you got to hurry up. him out of town, bro. You gotta hurry up and get him out of town, bro.
In between the ears, like what? He can't think the game, or
maybe he need to get comfortable.
Comfort is an emotional thing, not a mental thing, right?
I know, but it's mental. It's mental too.
So we're trying to say that he needs to borrow Linus's blanket when he's out
so
on the court?
maybe he can't do inconsistent. Maybe he can't do break me out every fifth game.
I'm telling you right now, because listen, Freezie done said this. I'm saying this. A couple other major people say this. Hey, this ain't no reclamation of preschool teaching you OJT. You got to be ready to get down when it's time to get down. We're going for a chip.
Yeah, the way I think I would give up Kolek before I give up Pakam Daddy. At the same time, Pakam Daddy passive.
Yeah,
passive. Like there's like rookies. There's certain players you have to slow them down. It's like, no, you can't have it all at once. I need you to slow down and do 1, 2 things. Pakam Daddy is the guy you got to keep pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, this is funny.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Some players want it all. Like we've seen Dink Pate or the Summer League. Dink Pate wanted it all. Like, you know what? If he was out there, he would think he's the 5th starter. Like, you know what I mean? And you have to slow him down. When it comes to Pakam Daddy, it's like, yo, it's okay to take the shot. Oh, it's okay. Be aggressive. He's someone you got to keep pushing. And for Mike Brown, he ain't got time for that. It's like, I can't. Like, if you see an opportunity, take it. Right? He's heads up. Like, he's ready to pass the ball. That's something I see good in him. But at the same time, like, you can't be passive. You have to be doing something out there. You have to be doing something like, oh, I do screens really well, or I get open, I fight to get open. He's not fighting for anything. Just very passive. I don't think a passive works in this environment when you got a whole bunch of professionals. Like when people are worried about their own stuff, they can't be pushing you.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. So the difference in them is aggression.
No, like I think Pakam Daddy is just not aggressive. You can't even say Pakam Daddy isn't doing well. It's just that he's not taking initiative. I can be okay with someone going 0 for 10. And it's like, you know what? Shots didn't drop. But when you didn't fight to take 10, you scared money. You know what I mean? That doesn't work. The same thing. That's why Grimes got ran out of town. It wasn't that Grimes was just shooting bad. He was just
Grimes is just trash.
I know, but he wasn't taking shots he should have took.
Like I seen that dude play in person like 40 times, bro. And what y'all see on TV versus what you see at the game is two totally different. It's the reason why you can't trade Mitchell Robinson. Like the Mitchell Robinson you see on TV and the Mitch you see at the game. At the game, Mitchell Robinson legit is like the Matrix, right? Like legit, Mitchell Robinson covers like 2,000 square foot of actual space. Quentin Grimes in person is a dude you got to constantly go and, hey man, keep your head up, man. Don't worry about it, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. That's the
that's not Pakam Daddy.
You can't base him. Can't base him.
But you ain't seen Pakam Daddy do that, bro. You ain't seen nobody say that about Pakam Daddy, though.
No, I'm not saying emotionally, but I'm just saying like he's not engaged into the game. Like he's not like fight.
Well, let me stop you. I gotta stop you right here, bro. And the reason why I'm gonna say that is this, because I feel like the dude's defense is good, with the short term potential to be great. Like the dude could be a great defender by February. In my mind, like he don't go up, he don't fall for fakes, you don't see him committing stupid fouls. Like legitimately the stuff that you teach young people, you got to coach out of young people. You don't have to coach that stuff out of Pacom Dadier. Like you don't have, like what you said about Dink Pate, like you have to coach that out of him and coach in basic fundamental stuff. Yeah. Right. Now, because the aggression is one thing, because everybody likes the puppy, the growling puppy that's looking like he's going to be the guy. Right. Until you come home and he destroyed the couch. Then you want to kill him. Right. You killed him. You chewed up my whole couch. And the puppy like, what? You knew I chew on stuff. Right. That's what, like for it's on defense. You never see Pacom Dadier jumping over somebody's back, creating a stupid foul. What you do see, though, is a disciplined guy on defense. Like when he gets called for fouls, you see him with his hands up in the air. And it's a judgment call based on the referee. Like those type of things. And the other part, too, is remember, Tyler Kolek will be 25 years old in 4 months. In 4 months, he'll be 25 years old. In 5 months, about 5 months, Kev McCullough will be 25 years old. And Pacom Dadier doesn't turn 21 until next August. And we have to remember like these things when we look at them, like all of them are not the same age. They're not 22. Like Dadier is not 22, Kolek's not 22. And all that type of things. I think we have to judge them kind of like on a different scale in their development, like treat them as individuals, like how like when you and Corey Lee be on the panel, I speak to Fritz as a man, like treating Fritz like Fritz. And then when I talk to Corey Lee, I don't treat Corey Lee like Fritz. I treat Corey Lee like Corey Lee, a man that has his own, you know what I'm saying, is his own person. That's one of the things that I have to remind myself to be careful of, right? Like when I see Pacom Dadier take 3-pointers, I'm like, yo, why are you rushing those shots, bro? Like all you have to do is gather yourself and take these shots as if you're in the gym. Because the thing like with Deuce being a great shooter in the gym and then being a shooter in the game is when you're in the gym, open gym, and you're taking time to get these shots up, right? That's your shot form. But then when you get to the game, and time is of the essence, and you have to get that shot up before the defender comes and closes out, then your shot is rushed. So if you didn't practice that, right, then it's going to look different in the game. That's why when I look at Pacom Dadier and the few things that he's good at, transition defense, right, and half-court defense, there's some other things that he's eyed at, like passing the basketball. Right now he looks like an all right shooter, maybe. Right, but there's a long game with Pacom Dadier, and there's a very, very, very short game with Tyler Kolek. Remember, y'all, Tyler Kolek, Deuce McBride, and Kev McCullough are all the same age.
Yeah.
Right. So when you look at Pacom, you have to remember, like, this dude is raw, a young player, a young international player coming back, making a transition. Like he's an international player, so you know it's going to take him a few years in order to develop into, because he was taught his whole career to play one way since he was 16, maybe even 15, and then he comes to the NBA and he has to learn a different way to play, like super aggressive, speed of the game and all that stuff. Now, Kev McCullough, Deuce McBride, Tyler Kolek, all of them are American-born players that played multiple years in college, and they're all older. They took different paths, but they're all at that end of 24 year going into 25 age window where you're not a young player in NBA years anymore. So the thing with Pacom, I've been saying for a while, him and Diawara to me have to be treated like they are young international wing players coming from a different style of play that have to learn the NBA game. And while they do occupy roster spots, they have the upside in order to be great NBA players once they learn the speed of the game and develop into quality NBA players. Now, Tyler Kolek, he was a conference player of the year in college, right? There's no excuse, right? Kevin McCullough played 5 years of college basketball, 2 at a blue blood school. Deuce McBride played 3 years of college, and he's been with the Knicks for 4 years, right? So like when we look at them, we have to kind of judge them on that different scale, right? That's it's like if you compare Uncle Freezie to Clyde Frazier with his media stuff. Like I'm starting out with just a channel with like I don't even know how many subscribers, maybe like 20 something, 18 something, whatever the number is. It don't matter what the number is. But Clyde Frazier has been on TV since the early 80s doing this, right? He came up playing in the NBA, microphones in his face and all that stuff. So he's like a different thing. And so when it like come to that, I just want to remind everybody that Tyler Kolek, y'all, is about to be 25.
Yeah, I don't think the age is such a big issue. Players aren't lifers anymore.
Of course, you got to be the opposite of me.
Well,
you got to be
of
the
course,
opposite.
of course.
You got to be the opposite.
But I'm just saying, unless you're a lifer,
it would be French if it wasn't.
It ain't it's the content creation space. It's like when content creators hear somebody say one thing, they feel compelled to be on the opposite side of it because it didn't originate from them. Age equals experience. Age equals experience. No matter what we say after that, age equals experience. That's it. Pacom Dadier has limited. Tyler Kolek has a lot. That's just no matter which way we twist it, age equals experience.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I'm the one flipping right now because I'm the one was on the show, Nick of Time show. I'm saying Pacom should be judged differently.
He should be spared.
What was that?
Should he be spared?
No, I don't think anybody should be sacrificed for Landry Shamet. Like Landry Shamet is the last of my like. You know what I mean? I'm not sacrificing anybody for Landry Shamet.
Right.
Like I don't think he's worth doing that for.
Yeah. Like what are we doing? What are we talking? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think if it came down to it, I let Landry Shamet fall off.
You would let Landry Shamet leave?
Man, you know what? Thank you for your services.
Wow.
Thank you for your services. I think at this point, for the last couple of months, they've probably been working on some trade. Like I'm not backing off of that. Maybe that trade doesn't happen, but they've been working on something for a couple of months. They've been working on something for a couple of months. And so I'm like, if a young person has to be included, if a young person has to be completed, I do think I do rather keep Pacom Dadier, but at the same time, man, I don't know. Just from what I heard from the coach yesterday before the game, it didn't seem like Pacom Dadier was sticking around because he wasn't even talking future. You know how you're talking about, oh yeah, he's gonna be a great Knick. No, he was talking about, yeah, he's eventually gonna be a good guy in the league. But in the meantime, I'm like, wow, like you're not talking about Pacom Dadier like he gonna be here.
Ironically, he started him twice in the preseason. Now I know what baseline skeptics say. People that don't think will say stuff like they just shopping him, and that's how like with me. I'm not gonna say that I'm the smartest guy that ever lived, but I'm not a dummy, right? I know when people are talking just to hear themselves talk, right? Like when people say, "Oh, they just started him because they shopping him," right? When people when you hear like the knee jerk response, it's automatically like, "Nah, this person, whoever it is, they just want to be heard," right? Because here's the thing, if you don't think that front offices have a scouting report on Pacom Dadier, then you're crazy. Pacom Dadier was drafted 2 drafts ago. If scouting departments don't have a scouting report on dude that just got drafted 2 draft cycles ago, then the person talking don't know what they're talking. Cash, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's good, man? I can give you a couple minutes here.
Let me.
I'm just listening.
Hey, Cash, Fritz was in his bag, though, bro.
Nah, I was listening.
Fritz was in his bag. I just wanted to interject with something real quick. Fritz, my bad, bro. I just wanted to put that in, just interject that real quick.
Yeah. So I think you're right about that. Like, it's not always because he's gonna. I think his best opportunity to look good is against other rookies, and that's not against other starters. So, like, the thought that they're showcasing him by making him a starter, you're making him play against better players.
Showcasing him by making him a starter?
No, I don't think they are, because if you're basically making him play against better players, if you make him play against starters.
Yeah.
I think the situation with Dadier, I think one day he will be an NBA player. The problem that we have right now is timing, because the time for us is now. We don't have the time right now to wait for his development. He will be good. He has all the tools. In his tool bag, he has all the tools. What he needs is time to cook, to learn things, to learn aggression, to know, when to do this, when to do that. I think Mike Brown pointed it out in his press conference when he was asked about Dadier. And as we stand right now as a team for the Knicks, we try and get this chip now, and we can't wait on his development. We need plug and play. Now, sacrificing him for, let's say, the Shamit Brogdon and Garrison Matthews situation, I think that's how this gonna go down. I think it's gonna go down like that, because we try and do this now. We can't wait for this man to develop.
Wait, hold on, Cash. Those two things don't go together, though, right? Because every team is trying to win a championship every year.
Yeah, I know. I know that.
The good ones are the good ones.
I know that.
Right.
I know that.
But I know. I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
But you just said sacrificing young guys for dudes that legit the Knicks just got off the scrap heap. So who's to say if you don't keep these dudes off the scrap heap, you can't just go get other dudes off the scrap heap when it's time to grab a dude off the scrap heap?
Well, it's like this. We have these guys already. It's a long season. Time and unforeseen occurrence can befall any team in regards to an injury or whatever. As regards to the comps, financially, that has been done. I don't know if you've seen it, but if they were to say trade a package of Dadier and Kolick or whatever, they could sign Shamit and Brogdon with no problem. And also, they would have enough money later in the year to possibly sign another vet for half a season on the vet minimum, or as you refer to, another such and such.
Not me.
So
To me, the whole premise
from a
of it,
business
the whole premise of it don't make sense,
yeah,
right?
but
Because if you're gonna cash, why? Okay, so here's the thing: why would you trade Dottier and Kolick for nothing for roster space when you can actually trade them for something that's better than the dudes you got off the scrap heap?
what? Well,
no one's clamoring.
The question to that is, what would be available? That would be the question. It has to be, and it has to be somebody that you can plug and play. Basically, they come in and we ain't got to develop them or whatever. In other words, they can contribute, whether it's shooting, whether it's defense, whether it's whatever their skill set is. And so who those that player or players might be, I mean, I don't know. I haven't put in the research or the work.
What do you want, Mike Brown to have a 12-man rotation, bro?
He's going to. You know his MO. He's going to play as many players. Now remember with Sacramento, at one
10.
point he started Keon Ellis, who was an undrafted person.
Because they had to. They didn't have enough. They didn't have as much talent as we'd had.
Even he said that. He did not want to start him. He did not want to start him.
And remember, Keon Ellis is not a 16 journeyman. Keon Ellis is a young hyper athlete with the ability to learn how to shoot and almost play make a little bit, but he's there for defense and athleticism. Like, he's legit not 27. He's not Garrison Matthews or Malcolm Brogdon or Landry Shamet. Right. This dude was 22, I think, when he found him.
And I'm with you, Unc, about like why no one was clamoring for Garrison Matthews, Brogdon, and Shamet. Okay, right. That's why we got it. It ain't like we got them because we were any more special. We're just the ones that decided to bring them in the training camp. Like, we can get them guys at any time during the season. So to throw away, because right now, Dottier and Kolick, they're like little lottery tickets. They're like, you don't know if you're going to win with them or not, or they're going to turn into a winning ticket. But they still have more value than those as far as what we can get for them. To just move them to make space for guys we can get at any time, to me, is not worth it.
Yeah.
Especially when one of them is still only 20 years old. You know, like Dottier and Mo Diawara, they're both only 20.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Diawara is pretty much a lock. Okay, let's say, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Let's say OG goes down with an injury where he will eventually come back, but he's going to miss significant time. Do we know what that means for us?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be some adjustments. It'll be whoever Mike Brown puts in there. But that means when one man goes down, you know, the mentality, the next man up.
Cash. Hey, listen. Josh Hart,
that means
Josh Hart missed the game and OG missed the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the preseason.
Yeah.
Who started in their place?
Yeah. Well, Dottier had started.
Right. So what are we talking about then?
Yeah. But
do you honestly think that the first roster adjustment that Mike Brown had to make because of an injury or whatever, do you think that his first ever substitution he had to make like that was going to be for the reasons to shop somebody to give Pacome Dottier a stage to show his worth so we can get rid of him? No. I doubt. I think he has plans for the kid. That's why he played him.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be so. I mean, that could be so. The only thing that I would like to see with Dottier, because he definitely has all, like I said, all the tools, the mental fortitude, man. Show some dog, man. I mean, I know it's kind of a knock on some of these foreign players, particularly the Frenchmen, man. Show some
It's
backbone,
just
man.
their demeanor.
Show a little show a little meanness, show a little toughness, man.
You talking about like Yabusele?
Yeah.
Yeah, Yabusele does, and he's French.
Yeah, band, man. Play like Yabusele. Yabusele don't take no sugar honey iced tea, and he will put it on you.
But it took Yabusele 5 years to get that way too.
That's true. But right now we trying to win this chip. I go back again. We need this now. Like JG Wentworth. We need it now. We can't wait, man. We need you to put to use as many tools as you can right now so we can get this chip. Now if we keep them, we get through the season, we win the chip. I mean, it's all well and good.
Cash, I think you, respectfully, you my dog, bro.
Hey, man.
I think you wilding right now, though.
You think I'm wilding? But that's good, man.
Wilding.
It's good.
I think you wilding all the way out, bro. You know who we need? You know who we need? You know who the Knicks need right now, bro?
Who? What's that?
Jalen Brunson. How about that?
yeah, that's true.
How about we need Jalen Brunson and Cat and Mitch to be healthy?
Can I? Hey, I'm gonna throw this out there. You know who surprisingly might be better than Dadier and Diawara.
You wilding, bro. you wilding all the way out, Cash, and I love it.
That's what makes the conversation interesting, man. Didn't I say devil's advocate? I'm throwing that pitchfork out there.
These 3 young wings that we have with Dadier, Diawara, and McCullough, they're 3 things that we haven't had here. Like wings, athletic wings with depth. I mean, with height, with length. Like we don't have them guys on this team.
Yeah.
And like we need. It's okay to let 2 or 3 guys like that brew in the background. There's nothing wrong with that. We ain't gonna do a 15-man rotation. Let them cook in the background.
Right.
Give them some playing time here and there. When time comes up, and that's it.
The 82-game schedule is a long schedule. But here's the thing. Here's the reason why I think Leon Rose learned his lesson. When OG Anunoby was hurt against Indiana and in the playoffs, and Tom Thibodeau looked at the end of his bench and saw Dwayne Washington, Charlie Brown, and the other cat, whatever his name is. When they looked down there, they was like, yo, we can't ever be in this situation where people are going down like flies. People are dropping like flies, and you look down there to the end of your bench, and there's Charlie Brown Jr., Dwayne Washington Jr., and the other guy. I can't even remember his name. Right? Mm-hmm. Like you legit gotta have like some upside player down there at the end of your bench in case people dropping like flies. Now at the same time, you cannot have carbon copies of ham sandwiches. Like you can't have a ham sandwich as your 10th guy, and then your 14th guy is not even ham; he's spam. Right? You got a spam sandwich.
Spam risk.
You got fried real good though.
Right? Yeah. When you crisp it up though, now you eating, right? Big bag. Right? So this is the thing. This is what I'm saying to Cash. Like Cash, legit. If you keep Kolek and Hakim Dadier and Mo D and Ariel Hookporty and others at the end of your bench, right? If something arises and you have a need, right? At a minimum, you can trade those guys to fill that need in a championship in a championship season, right? If you trade these young guys for space and then fill it with ham sandwiches, and then you realize you have a need, you can't go into the trade deadline with a Yogi Bear picnic. Nobody's going to give you anything for Garrison Matthews at the trade deadline, bro.
You're right. You got a point. But one thing that we do need, I would say, to solidify in whatever decision that is made, we definitely need to make sure that we shore up a backup point guard. We definitely need that. However it may go down. However it may go down. But on the tip of what you guys are referring to, I can understand your point and I can concur with that. Because have we looked at the list of players that's not even signed? And I'm just going to throw one name out there. And I know it was some talk, Carmelo was talking about him on his 7 p.m. show. Russell Westbrook. He not perking interest from anybody.
He's not getting picked up because they know. I'm sorry, go ahead, Corey.
No, Russ's issue right now is that he feels like he deserves a certain dollar amount and he doesn't want to take anything less. That's his first issue. You know, his second issue is that he wants some serious playing time too. You know, he doesn't feel like he's washed yet.
Yeah, because we saw like the last couple of years, like when he starts moving, like he wants. Okay, I'm starting to play well. Give me more. Like, nah, you're not the point of your career where you should start demanding more. Like, you good in your spot.
Well, it's like the whole, like at the end of Carmelo's career and Iverson, and some of them are so used to being at such a high level they don't want to take the bench role, or
Yeah.
I get it, but you still want to play. I agree with Corey though. Westbrook still has value to me because, like, there's a reason. The reason why no one is signing him because they don't want to be the first person to reach. That's what it is. Like, they're all playing like chicken with each other. That's what these GMs do. Like, they don't want to be that first one to set the bar of what the worth is. They don't mind being the second guy,
But one thing I could positively say about him is we would run. Like, Mike Brown has talked about, we're a running team. Yesterday, the starters were pulled. The Knicks were not running. That offense Mike Brown was trying to implement, I ain't seen none of it yesterday. I ain't seen none of it
yesterday was
yesterday.
vanilla anyway. Yesterday was vanilla. Yesterday was vanilla. They really didn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think Mike Brown really put something out there. And if it was for S and G's anyway, just to see how the defense will react to it. I don't think he did anything serious though.
Yeah, but like how he was talking about keeping the ball moving. Everybody, the ball was not moving. It looked like last year. It looked like last year.
Yeah, a part of that is we didn't rebound well yesterday, and so we couldn't get those odd man rushes towards the rim, get out in transition. We weren't getting defensive stops with those veteran guys, Clarkson, Garrison Matthews, Brogdon. Yeah, we weren't getting defensive stops, so we couldn't, and we wasn't turning people over, right, to get live ball turnovers, because live ball turnovers, like when you look at the stat sheet and you see turnovers versus live ball turnovers, give me 10 live ball turnovers versus 20 dead ball turnovers any game. Right? I'd rather have 20 live ball turnovers, pickpocket, right? Over like give me 10 interceptions versus 20 fumbles any day. Right? Because at least with an interception, I have a talented, skilled speedy athlete catching the ball, heading in the opposite direction that everybody else is heading, versus a fumble down by the guard's foot, and you have like 8 300-pound dudes trying to land on a football. Right? Now you get the ball back, right? You get the ball back, right? But I'd rather have the live ball. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't get that yesterday. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yo, Freezie, you got a super chat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Miguel P., thank you for the generous contribution. Miguel P. says, you wouldn't be moving anyone to sign vets. You would be moving them from a rotation piece that makes us better. The vets would be roster filler. That's interesting.
Yeah, that was more my thought.
Yeah, like
you consolidate, and then with the extra spots, that's where you put them in. But you don't get rid of them for one of those for Landry Shamet. You're getting rid of them. You would trade someone to make your team better, but if Landry Shamet happens to have a spot, he happens to have a spot.
Fritz, my challenge this summer has been to those that value the salary cap and asset flexibility is this the message I've been trying to challenge people with. And I don't know if it's going over their head or maybe I'm saying it wrong. Why would a front office like the Knicks in a championship season get rid of assets and paint themselves in a corner so that when it comes time to make the finishing move, they have zero assets to make the finishing move with? How does that make sense how does that make sense going into the regular season?
It doesn't. I think people forget the long game. They think short, oh yeah, you can get a couple more minutes. But what happens next year? Like you could do. It's like sometimes you could be so short-sighted that you mess up your future. The Knicks aren't going to do that. You have to think about the future and what's going on now. But Landry Shamet ain't worth sacrificing my future for. Not in the slightest.
Right.
I mean, at first, when I first kind of saw Brogdon and I thought about the idea of him, I got a little excited, but now that I've really seen what he's doing and really what Tyler Kolic's doing, even if they're even right now, like there's no reason to keep Brogdon. I mean, you keep the younger asset.
I think there's space for him. Like
for
without
Brogdon?
Yeah, like one guy can make it.
Right.
One guy can make it. You just can't have Shamet then.
I just don't think, like, during our regular season, what value and what purpose is someone like Brogdon going to have, like, if he's going to take Kolic's minutes away during the season that he can develop? And then by the time playoffs come, he'll be ready because some of the minutes he might play. But you keep Brogdon there. You bring in Brogdon for someone that might help you in the playoff minutes because he's already been there and played.
Right.
You know, but like Freezie says, that's someone we can get in February, or if we feel like we have that need by the playoffs. Like, those are guys we can just pick up off the street, honestly.
Right. Like, why would I box myself in when I can say, just keep the assets I have bright and shiny, and then when the trade deadline gets here, I can jump into a 3 or 4 team trade and pick up a Pat Connaughton from Charlotte. Right? We can pick him up and he'd be a 3-and-D shooting athlete in a Mike Brown type system.
Yeah.
Right.
Or we can get someone like when we got Bogey and Hardaway Jr.
Right.
Like when we got them, it was like we weren't expecting to grab them too. And we got them for what we thought was nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, like if two guys were available like that for us for our playoff push, then we can revisit the Dottie and Kolick will have more value at the trade deadline than they do right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you trade a Dottie, it has. And if you're trading Dottie and not getting anything back, it has to be a first round pick. Like, I can't take 2 seconds and be okay with that. Like, no. Like, yeah, that you're just saying that you messed up. If you ain't getting the first round pick back, you saying you messed up.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure how, like, maybe I don't know how pursuing Giannis changes the equation. But yeah, if Pacome is going out and only Pacome, you better get a first round pick. It could be a low first round pick, but it has to be a first round pick. That's why I'm keep saying that I think it's going to be a consolidation. I think it could be multiple players going out with less players coming back.
Right.
I mean, but yeah, like part of this conversation is, you know, how solid is our first 10 or else. We're talking about guys that might be the 10th, 11th, 12th guy in our rotation. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but one unfortunate incident all of a sudden boosts everyone up a slot. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are sort of important, you know, even if it's like Freezie said, it's an 82 game season. These are the kind of guys that, you know, keep you afloat during the season. So, like, all your guys that you want to be healthy and ready are that way in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I said this even before the season started. And, you know, people call me crazy or whatever. Like, someone like Pacome Dottie can start with our 4 other starters and be just fine. Our team's going to be pretty damn good still. You know, It's not like when people see these bench guys, it's not going to be like we just saw in this Washington game where all 5 of our bench guys are going to be in the game playing. There's always going to be a starter or 2 in there. You know what I'm saying? There's like, there's staggering that goes on.
Yeah.
You know? So, and that's where the guys value like Clarkson and Yabusele and Josh and all these guys, they play that much better when they're not the only guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the focal point.
Yeah.
Clarkson's going to be better when he's in there with Brunson. Brunson's going to be better when Clarkson's in there. There's going to be different eyes.
It's like peanut butter and chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Like chocolate is the best friend of peanut butter. I'm eating peanut butter and chocolate right now. M&M. Right? That's just what it is. But
those are good.
Yeah, but
I think.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I think the Knicks get it. Like, and we see in the last week, the Knicks added 2 development guys and 2 like well-liked development guys. The other teams like got rid of, and the players are upset. So like almost every player now has their own guy like working with them. So maybe they are gonna invest in this talent because it wasn't invested in before because our coach didn't believe in them like that.
Nah, he was coaching for his life.
Yeah.
He didn't get a 1-up at the end of the season. He didn't get a 1-up, but just to the point, man, just if you're going to trade a Tyler Kolek, in my mind, the Knicks are going to target people like Doug McDermott. Right? That's what I think. A veteran guy who's a super professional, right? That if you got to trade, if you got to add a shooter to your roster, why not add a great shooter who's proven as opposed to a dude with shooting upside that looks good when he gets hot? Garrison Matthews, Landry Shamet are dudes that are good shooters that look good when they get hot. Doug McDermott is, I'm not going to say Hall of Fame level shooter, but he is a very, very accomplished shooter. He's shooting 41% for his career. And the dude has been in the league 35 years.
He's a professional. He's a
right.
That's what he do.
He's a professional assassin.
Yeah. So if you make if you feel compelled that you have to move Kolek, right, in order to do whatever, blah blah blah, why not Doug McDermott?
Well, he getting paid.
You know he can shoot.
Yeah, he getting paid. So
he makes less than Kolek. Yeah, check his number.
Oh, you mean someone like Malik Beasley?
No, let me see. I thought I saw Doug McDermott was making. Yeah, Doug McDermott is making 2.296274.
Oh yeah, that's that right there. Yep.
Yeah,
that'd be perfect for us.
Yeah, I mean that's according to ESPN. I don't know what other sites are saying. I'm just going by ESPN. So,
I think where is he? I think he's in Memphis,
Sacramento.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know low key Seth Curry.
He's gonna go to State Warriors with his brother.
Yeah,
bro, that dude is money, bro. 40. He shot 45% last year.
And for the record, I was looking for guys on bad teams.
Yeah. Actually, he just got signed. Yeah, he was signed earlier. Yeah, in the summer.
Okay. So what's his number now, though?
Yeah, he's making a minimum, but he signed on with Sacramento. Yeah.
Okay. So the two. Yeah. So he's making less than Tyler Kolek, right? So.
Someone like AJ Green. I know he just signed. Like, you can get guys like that, bro.
Him and Garrison Matthews are brothers, bro. Him and Garrison Matthews are twin brothers, bro.
Yeah, he's in Milwaukee. Yeah.
And no disrespect to those guys, but if you're compelled to make a move, why not get the real upgrade? Right? Why fly in business class when you can fly in first class?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or somebody who can really help you out for a real championship run. I mean, a really good championship run.
Yeah.
Also,
because you got to think, Miami didn't spend no pennies when they went and got what's his name? Who does the podcast? No, he does a podcast with the guy they had for 97 years.
Haslam?
Yeah.
What's from Mike Miller and Haslam?
Mike Miller. Yeah, Mike Miller.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Well, also, like, you want guys who are locked in for multiple years. Like, you don't want a guy like, if I'm gonna give up 3 years of Pacome Dadier, I'm gonna get Landry for a year. And if he does good, Landry is like, yo, I'm gonna get money somewhere else. If he actually does well.
Basically.
So basically you gave up someone who had multiple low years for someone who does well as a rental.
Yeah. And you're not going to get that money back either. That's just money out the window.
Yeah. So I need multiple years. Like if the Knicks were like invested in Landry Shamet, he would be signed for multiple years.
Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting, bro.
Give me 3 years. Give me 3 years.
Okay. I'm sorry if the point that I'm making is I know like it's cool to talk about like all the rumors and stuff. That's why when I hear people like Ian Begley say stuff, I'm like, dog, the Samba must be really slow.
Yeah. Well,
you know
I really like Begley, the way he writes, but I think people add too much color to what he says, and I'm like, no, that's not what he's saying. He's trying to give you, he's giving you some options, but that's not exactly what he's saying. He's giving you he's laying out all the options, and he's giving you like what's really happening. But people take all those options and thinking, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're doing the option. No, he's just laying it out for you. If you want to take 2 steps where there's no steps, that's on you.
Yeah.
Like I think people are taking some of this trade ideas to heart a little bit too much.
Yeah, I just read this. Yeah. Tory B. all Yo, this is my people, but this is hilarious. Tory B got a boo-boo.
You can't be wearing them heels.
Yeah.
So take them off.
I just put that out there.
Hell yeah, I just saw you write it too.
Yo, this is funny as hell, yo. Oh my God, this is hilarious, yo. Oh.
You see, Freezie can't even talk now, man. I was trying to keep it on the low.
Sorry, Latoya B, man. Sorry, man.
Hey. Yo, you can take Freezie head off because that wasn't me.
I ain't sorry for shit. That shit is funny to me, yo. But that's my people, though. Long as Tory be straight, long as you straight, you know what I'm saying, we good, right? Long as you straight, we good. but I ain't sorry for that.
She said she broke her own ankles tonight.
Freezie would have been there laughing and then help you up, still laughing.
I never told y'all, hey, coach, I never told y'all I was mature, right? Right? I never told y'all I was like a mature person, right? Yo, salute. Donald Cannon in the building. Yo, that's funny to me, man. Tory B made my night. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, that's hilarious. Hey, shout out to Tory B. I was wondering, because I you know what I'm saying, came back, man. I was looking, slipped on oil, uneven ground. What the fuck? And then yo, that's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious. Yo, that's hilarious, man. My bad, Fritz. Oh my gosh, bro. I got see now I gotta get, man.
Freezie ain't shit.
You know, if you told me at the trade deadline, all right, we moving Pacome, Dottie, and Kolek for one of the 7 shooting guards from Phoenix, like Grayson Allen or somebody, like I wouldn't be mad at it, you know, because that's the trajectory we're on right now with it. Like right now, Dottie and Kolek aren't going to help us win the chip this year.
No,
I mean, just coming out of the gate we're not thinking that. I mean, who knows? Maybe one of them freak out and become the new Linsanity happens this year. One of them. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I like. My mind's going blank. The point guard from Washington, but I don't see fast. No, I'm on our team right now, Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh, okay.
But I don't see fast. Like all these things that he like.
You got some Barney Rubble legs, man.
Yeah, he's solid. He's solid, but I don't see the qualities that Mike Brown usually likes in a point guard in him.
Right.
Like he always has like fast guards. Like I see him maybe paying a little bit with Brunson. So at times.
Yeah.
I don't see him like really running the show. I think by default he might be running the show, but I don't see him as like the ideal guy to be running the show. When Brunson's out.
That's interesting.
Because like he loves fast guards. Like fast guards get into the lane. I think Brogdon just kind of takes his time. He goes at his own pace. And that's who he is.
I think if you want to capitalize on Jalen Iverson, then you got to have Malcolm Brogdon, right? Because Clarkson's not going to be that.
Yeah,
Clarkson's whole mission in life is, if I'm playing 18 minutes, I need to get up 30 shots.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Johnson.
Yeah. You need a microwave, bro. Well, people don't really use microwaves like they used to. He's the what do people
use? Air fryer.
Yeah, he's the air fryer. Sorry, yo, that man's new nickname is Air Fryer, bro. You Jordan Clarkson, I'm thinking Air Fryer, bro. Thank you, Corey Lee, for giving that man a nickname by accident. Corey Lee. Yo, Jordan Clarkson is the Air Fryer, bro.
Hey, at least we losing calories with his ass.
Yeah. For sure. Sure. Right.
Oh God.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front, man. Keeping in that 4 guard rotation. In that 4 guard rotation of Brogdon, Clarkson, Brunson, and
Bridges, maybe.
Brunson and Deuce.
Uh-huh.
And Deuce in that 4 ball handling guard rotation. I think you gotta have Brogdon because of what the other guards won't do. Right? Like if you think that Deuce is maybe not the ideal point guard, and if you think Jordan Clarkson can distribute but he won't, right? That only leaves a spot for Tyler Kolek and Malcolm Brogdon to complement Jalen Brunson. Right. And so if the Knicks commit to Tyler Kolek to be that guy, so be it. Right. I think it's going to be Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah. I think by default he's just the best one of the group right now.
Right.
I wish there was a better option, but we don't have a better option.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's a distributor and he makes shots, like I can live with him not being fast and athletic or whatever. Like that's what we talked about when we were talking about the Simmons situation. Like there's certain needs, like bench guys are need fillers. Like because if they can do everything we need to win, like or if they did everything great, they'd be starters, more or less. But bench guys or utility guys that fill, like shore up some of the needs we have or shortcomings and the guys above them. So, like Freezie was saying, there's things that Brogdon can do that some of the other guards can't.
Let's go Jets, bro.
Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that, Freezie.
Salute
You see what happens? The Bears win a primetime game. This man start beaming and glowing.
Are you aware that the best game the Jets had all year was when Tyrod Taylor started?
Was it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
The game against the Bucks.
No, he didn't start that game. Did he start that game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor played that game. Started.
But typically, we only get yards when we're already
the Jets game wasn't
behind.
the Steelers game wasn't bad, bro. They almost beat the Steelers.
They should have won the Steelers game.
Yeah. Almost won.
And I would rather not discuss a terrible team, and I would rather discuss the true title contender in New York instead.
You mean Giants?
You about to depress me with this Jet talk.
No, we don't. Yeah, we don't want to depress. Nah, we don't want.
Aaron Glenn's sideline strut after that block kick for return for a touchdown is still one of the best.
Matter of fact, that wasn't even a good game. We were still down. We needed a miracle play for ET to get up in that game. Otherwise, we would have lost. And we still lost. So to me, the offense wasn't that good.
Yeah.
But to get back to the point that you're talking about, I think we're talking about like acquiring a secondary ball handler. And then I want to take back all the disrespect I have for Josh Hart because at least he could dribble the ball up the court.
Yeah.
Unlike some people that we have off the bench, some people that are going into year 5 and some people that are going into year 15.
Oh, wow.
So, well, I do think Josh Hart is going to flourish more in this system.
I believe so as well.
I think it bodes well for Josh when he doesn't have to think.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense, but like when we have like Josh Hart is not a half-court player, bro. He's a pace and space guy. Like just let him transition. Transition Hart.
I think as far as like acquiring that ball handler, it might be an in-season move for that guy. The cherry on top move that happens before the deadline or in January or even in mid-December.
That's what I think, to be honest.
I think it's something that we're going to coast around.
Yeah.
And fully try to make an assessment on it after 20-plus games. And if we have to make that move, then we're going to make that move. I don't think we're going to go through moving hell and high water at this current juncture to get that player.
Yep. Dre, I'm absolutely with you. We're like-minded in that. And I didn't want to cut you, but what I did want to say though is, and for that reason, I think the Bears are not going to put a Yogi Bear picnic at the end of the bench because of what you're saying right now. Because no team is going to trade for some guys that they could just get off the scrap heap anyway.
Yeah. So I think right now it's just like, I think one of the beat writers said, for you guys affectionately call him Gary Bird, he said he is not going to the G League if he doesn't make this team. He is going to wait for a contract from another team because he is frankly good enough to get one.
Yeah.
So it's going to be one of those scenarios, and maybe Mike Brown decided to make a statement in the preseason and be like, hey, here, look, we ain't got the ball handlers we might need. But I'm going to work around it because this team is talented enough. But eventually, before we get to the playoffs, before we get to the midway point of the season, try to get me one of those guys, Leon.
Or is it that on the cake type of...
Yeah, because Leon, he showed that we're down 30, and they cut to Leon Rose's face in the middle of the game. And Leon Rose looked like he needed some Tums.
Yep.
He needed a teaspoon or some Pepto.
That man needs some tussing.
he did. He looked unamused. He looked bored with the game.
My Atlanta.
Yeah.
Right, Corey.
Wow. I ain't heard my Atlanta in a long time, bro. You remember when you could buy that in the gas station, bro?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So it's one of those things where it's like we didn't play very many players in that preseason game, but we threw out everyone that we deemed as a backup ball handler.
Yeah.
And it didn't really work.
Right.
So to me, that screams like, hey, Mike Brown's like, yo, give me an extra ball handler. I'll work with what I got for right now because we have a ton of talent.
Right.
But I'm gonna need that extra ball handler when it comes down to it, because those are gonna be the margins that we live and die by in the playoffs. Because you remember, I want to harp on the bad moments, but when we played against Miami, this man Tibbs took out Brunson and Randle and left Deuce out there to die.
and he did it knowing that Emmanuel Quickly got hurt the game before. Remember that?
Yeah.
Quickly was hurt the game before that, and he had Derrick Rose on the bench.
And you saw, like, if not for that 4 to 5 minute stretch, we win that game.
We win the series because you know Game 7 is in the Garden that year.
I mean, Game 7 was in the Garden against the Pacers.
But you know, Derrick Rose wasn't even wearing his shorts.
Well, because Tibbs had benched him. Tibbs had him on ice.
Yeah. So I mean, I'd take the chances bringing it back to the Garden, absolutely, Freezie.
Right.
But it's like you saw the margins that a win and loss can happen by. We up 14 in the first quarter. We put Deuce in for like 3 minutes, and the lead evaporates immediately.
Yep, down by 7.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
You had a great question.
I know it was just preseason, but I did. What's everyone's problem with Kolek?
I mean, he had a great last preseason game, but even from the summer league and even parts of last season, he hasn't shown that he's necessarily an NBA guard. And he struggles defensively, and he struggles with ball pressure, and he's not a good shooter. So when you have all those things while being an undersized guard, it doesn't bode well for you long term.
How can you come to all those conclusions when you haven't seen him in a real NBA competitive environment?
We've seen him not be able to dominate lesser players. Is he supposed to just immediately scale up against good players?
He's also playing when you're a distributing point guard and you try to help others eat, and you're playing with other crappy players. You're not going to look as good. You're just not.
But coach, they call
his game isn't built to take over a game and be the man. Okay?
They call
his
you
game
a
is to help
distributing.
other people do that.
But coach, they call you a distributing point guard when you can't shoot. When you noticed this last game, when he had confidence in his jumper, he wasn't passing nearly as much. He was letting it fly. If you can score, and teams are giving you the option to score, you better take it. And
I'm not saying he's the end all be all.
He's usually brick. He's usually
answer. I'm just saying he's competent enough, especially if he plays with other really good players. I think he's good enough to distribute to them.
I don't know if he's that yet against elite competition. Like for instance, coach, if we put him out there in secondary lineups against OKC, do you think he's gonna thrive, or are they gonna take his cookies?
I don't know because I haven't seen.
They're going to abuse him. That I'm letting you know that right now.
I'm not gonna come to that conclusion just because the way I've seen him against other bums.
Well, I'll come to that conclusion because I know what OKC does to guards who can't shoot, B can't play defense, and C are pass first. I've seen what they do to guards like that. I wouldn't
say he can't shoot. I would say he's streaky.
I won't give him the benefit of the doubt. He's never shown me that he can score at this level, so I'm not gonna just say he can or he's streaky.
Yeah, I'm not saying he can't either. I'm saying his value is his.
It's in the dunks. You're not gonna get anything for him.
Get into the paint, or he can shoot. Or he can pass.
I would say I'm not completely there with Dre. I do think he's an NBA player, right? But I'm not there with Coach either because I think having him play with better players, having them play with starters, for example, means he's going to be defended by the other team starters. And if he looks bad against the other team's bench, then I don't. Yeah, it's like that double-edged thing where, you hope that the promise that him playing against better competition makes him better, but what does that look like in the moment?
In practice.
Yeah, like legit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is the juice worth the squeeze at that point?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, do we really want to do especially when we see guys already on the team that are already tenured struggle in that same way, right? And so you're like, ugh. Now, do I believe in Tyler Kolek? I think I'm day-to-day with that, and y'all forgive me for being flip-floppy with Tyler Kolek. But Tyler Kolek is inconsistent.
So right? That's why your answer's inconsistent.
Yeah, right. So that's why my answer's not good. Right. I was just about to, that's what I was about to say. So I don't have a problem with him, especially if he's the 14th or 15th guy. I have a problem with him being the third guard, the fourth guard, right? That's my problem with him right now. That's not my problem with him forever, right? Because some guys, man, y'all remember how Jalen Brunson looked off Dallas's bench year one?
Of course.
He looked soft and slow and weak, but he developed. He looked like Jalen Brunson looked like those teddy bears you get from Walmart, the one with the big ass heads that can't keep their head up, whatever. That's what he looked like. That's what he looked like. Like, you ever bought a teddy bear from Walmart where the head is the same size as the body?
You calling that man a Build-A-Bear?
Yeah, that's what he looked like, bro.
Oh, man.
Slow and weak. But over time, he developed. Like, you got to give Jalen Brunson, you got to give him credit for developing into the player that he is. How he developed, he got chances. People think that he got one chance and then he just took advantage and thrived. Dallas gave him multiple chances and he failed multiple times, but they were patient enough in him, some due to injury, some due to transition, but he got his shot, and by year 3, he was a keeper for them, except Dallas is stupid. You know what I'm saying?
They try to play with his money.
Yeah. They could have gave that man 4 years, 52, and could have been getting this right. Can y'all imagine Jalen Brunson playing right now the way he is on?
He would be on his second deal by now.
Would it be his second year? Because this is year.
He would be on his second deal. Because remember, he's on his second deal with us right now.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So can you imagine the last 3 years of Jalen Brunson in Dallas on, how much is that? That's 14 million?
18 million.
Yeah. Luka would still be there.
4 years, 52. That's
Luka would not be there.
It was 4 years, 55.
Oh, okay.
Luka would still be in Dallas if Jalen Brunson was there.
Yeah. But Kyrie wouldn't. So
Kyrie wouldn't.
But they're paying Kyrie $40 million. So $40 million compared to 14 and some change.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So the thing about Kolek is not that I think I'm throwing Kolek all the way away, because I saw Jalen Brunson look like one of those, like one of those Walmart. You know how you walking through the thing and you see the teddy bear leaning like this?
The only thing that favored Jalen Brunson is that he was basically player of the year in college and won championships, and he's a pedigree NBA, and he's a pedigree NBA player. Yeah, he's a leader. So like, if statistically, like, guys who are pedigreed or had a father in the league, they always outplay their draft position. Whether undrafted, late second round, early second round, they always play up. Even Kobe was drafted 13th, and he played up well beyond what a number 1 pick would even be.
Yeah. Not in that draft, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, because the number 1 pick in that draft is
AI.
Yeah.
I mean, Kobe's still better than AI, though. So.
He made himself
If
better.
you want to go the pound for pound route, maybe.
He made himself better. He didn't come out the gate.
Oh no, AI out the gate was buckets.
Okay then. So you can't. That was.
What if AI started? What if AI started his career with a 25-year-old Shaq?
He might have championship.
He definitely would. If he was just on a better organization, period.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Kobe is a great player. Rest in peace, Kobe and D'Angelo, by the way. But
I don't think any version of AI was better than 06 Kobe though. 05, 06 Kobe. Where Kobe was averaging, where he was averaging like 35.
That's the year when both of them was that the year both of them was competing for the scoring title, or was that 04?
It might have been earlier than that because Kobe was far and away the highest scorer.
Did Iverson ever play with someone as good as Pau Gasol?
Has AI?
Not in their prime.
Melo.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did.
Well, he was already past his prime.
Yeah, AI was in his 13th season. 12th season?
I'm gonna say, but they had the wrong coach too. They had a horrible coach.
Yeah. George Cole's not a horrible coach. He's just an asshole. Excuse my language.
Yeah,
he was that and a horrible coach.
Yeah,
come on now.
Plus,
the only reason why I say the Pau Gasol thing is because he needed Shaq for the other ones, but that one he won with Pau and that team, that was a good one.
People forget that year though. The Lakers were the #1 seed before they got Pau. They traded for Pau while they had the #1 seed.
And they had Ron Artest, right? Ron Artest, Trevor Ariza.
Ron Artest was after that, the year after that, I believe. Okay. That was when they had Lamar and Andrew Bynum was showing signs of life.
Yeah.
Before his knees went crazy.
Andrew Bynum dunked on Grant Hill on Christmas Day. You remember that?
He dunked on Shaq. And then he started bumping at Shaq, and Shaq hit him with a forearm shiver. Like, back up, young fella.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That
man dunked on Grant Hill. That's the most disrespect. That dunk was more disrespectful than Shaq on Chris Dudley, bro.
Oh my God. Chris Dudley got knocked down and picked the ball up.
And threw it like a chick. He threw the ball.
Chris Dudley, the only 7 foot, 250 pound guy, looked like a little kid.
Looked like a little kid in the face.
Compared to Shaq.
7 foot? I thought he was like 6'7".
Nah, he's like 6'11", 7 foot.
Like maybe 6'10", 6'11".
No, Chris Dudley like 7'1". He probably the best screener the Knicks ever had, bro.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Chris
Dudley is 6'11".
Yeah, Chris Dudley was.
But he looked like a little kid on that play.
Shaq just made him look 6'7".
Yeah,
he's better screening than Oakley.
Yeah, he a better screener than all them dudes, bro. See, because Chris Dudley didn't care. That was his job. His job was to screen and then rebound. Right? That man, like when he set screens, bro, it was like running into the side of a boat. It was like a ship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That dude, man. But to the Tyler Kolek thing, I think Kolek, even at in his age 25 season, I think he probably needs some seasoning, right? They just need some seasoning. That's all. And all these young dudes need that. And I know Knicks fans are thinking like we can't afford seasoning because we're all invested in winning the championship. But the thing is we understand that the season is not centered around. Like giving those guys seasoning is not like you're taking seasoning away from Jalen Brunson or Cat or OG or Mitch. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be 240 minutes per night on most nights, right? 240 NBA minutes for about 10 dudes to split up, right? And
someone going through some paperwork?
I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to mute. I got my dinner for work and I'm ruffling the bag. My bad.
You good, Coach?
Yeah.
Out there messing that Jimmy Johns up.
Yeah, that Jimmy Madison.
I ain't gonna lie, that DoorDash had a deal for a free Big Mac when you order $12.
You inhaled it. You inhaled it.
Yo, let me ask y'all this real quick. I know it's silly. I just have a sense of humor, man. I like to laugh. Did y'all see the AI of Tupac hit him up in the 1950s?
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, and Tupac and Mr. Rogers. Yeah.
They had Tupac as like a wrestler too. Yeah, Tupac as like a puncher.
That's why when Coach was ruffling the thing, I was thinking about Queen Elizabeth in Hell in a Cell. Did y'all see that?
Oh,
yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
I saw that.
They got Stephen Hawking doing like skating half pipe.
Oh my gosh, bro. All of that was hilarious. That's what it was when I heard Coach doing like doing that Big Mac off the top rope. I was like, dang, bro, I wish I could do a Big Mac off the top rope right now.
Or hitting with the people's elbow.
Right. But the Tyler Kolek thing I think is interesting, and I think the all-in mindset. I think we have to take a kind of like a step back with the all-in mindset, because the Knicks are probably gonna go all in, but the Knicks are not all in right now. Right? The Knicks won't go on. You're not all in until all of your assets, all of your chips are into the middle of the table, like the total commitment. Like when you don't have any more moves to make, and then you're just gonna have to play the hand that you got dealt. Right. And so we're thinking like, man, we don't have any time, man, for Kolek and Diawara and Dadier, and yeah, we do. We do. At 82 games, 240 minutes a night, some nights overtime. It's a long season. And the trade deadline legit is around Valentine's Day, y'all. And it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Right?
Right,
It's
Halloween.
not even Halloween yet.
We just got through Canadian Thanksgiving. So.
Right. Right. And so, Dre, what I was going to ask you, I'm glad you're here, because I wanted to ask you and put you on the spot in front of Fritz, because quite frankly, it just make me laugh. It's just gonna
we're gonna unite. It's Calculator City over here.
Oh my God! Yeah, the bottom
feeders.
You're
not gonna make me turn against my brother.
Them calculators go like Voltron. Like,
but the thing I know though, is that there is a divide in Calculator U, right? It's because there's the front office calculators, and then there are the analytics calculators, right? And so it's like this thing of, pound for the analytics guys are thinking pound for production, and the analytics guys are thinking pound for penny, right? And so what I was going to ask you is, what moves do the Knicks have to do leaving training camp that affords them to make the optimal trade move at the trade deadline, and what is that move? And listen, I want to give you some time to think about it.
Yeah, I might
because I know in the content creation space, the thing is, everybody got to be knee jerk and everybody got to disagree. You don't have to be knee jerk, bro. We got plenty of time, and we don't always have to disagree. We can just think things through, because in fairness to the conversation, it's better to have somebody thoughtful than somebody that's just like
irresponsible.
Yeah. It's better to be smart than loud, basically, or smart than rapid. So Fritz, you heard what I asked Dre, right? Like, what move do the Knicks do coming out of training camp that affords them the opportunity to make their finishing move around the trade deadline? And what move is that? So I wanted to do that in front of you, Fritz, to have Dre answer.
Oh, I think I can answer. But you want Fritz to answer? Or?
No, I want Dre answer. That's
what I'm asking. Well, the optimal thing is to probably not trade anybody and see if you can work their values up before you can trade them in late December, January, or before the deadline.
Right.
Like, that's the optimal thing. Like, not to overreact and cut or remove one of these young guys for an older veteran that's a known commodity that may not have any gas left in the tank. if you're trying to flip into something that might be better off for you going forward. But that's taking a risk on these guys being better over, I guess, 2.5 months.
So what is that move at the trade deadline then? See, this is where things get.
You're like thinking. I can give you an archetype of player, but I couldn't just magically think of the actual player. Like, because the move would ideally be of a bigger guard that can handle the ball a bit and be a secondary ball handler that you can trust in high leverage situations, that you can play next to Brunson or play in the second unit. Now, who that player is specifically, I'm not sure. And to be absolutely honest, the way the league works, someone will shake loose, someone will be discontent, someone may get bought out. Like, we don't know that. And the best way to do it is to hold your chips until the moment you need to flip off of somebody and create space to sign someone that may be in the buyout market or maybe someone you trade for. I think the best thing to do is to wait.
So you don't have a specific player in mind.
I have to, like, when I put out those parameters, I'd have to sit down and go through guys on teams around the league that might make X, Y, and Z amount of money.
Oh, Fritz is itching to get into this conversation.
I have such a hard time with this because, like, Mitch is such a question mark. So, like, figure out which, in my mind, it's like you have to figure out what you're doing with Mitch before any of this is being figured out.
Mitch is such a question mark?
No, but like, is he staying?
That's what you just said.
Yeah. So I mean, like, if Mitch is staying till next summer, there's certain moves I could do based on that. But if we keep shopping Mitch all year, I'm gonna approach the year different. Like, is Mitch a keeper at this point? Like, are you gonna risk him next summer walking? I know he can be extended during the year, but
that's what I'm like.
That depends on how much you think, how great you think Hut Porty is. That's really what it comes down.
So
to.
I mean, like, if Mitch is like, if he has 1 foot out the door, there's probably some moves that I probably do. I include Mitch in. So,
Chris was waiting all night just to say that.
Corey,
no, I'm just like,
Corey definitely not trying to hear that.
I mean, figure out what you're gonna do. If Mitch is your guy, extend him. If Mitch is your guy, this is the time to extend him. Because if he's the starter, like, you've been putting him in here and you've been giving him lobs, and he averages 12. Let's say Mitch goes out this year and he averages 12 and 9. You gonna put $13-14 million in Mitch's face, and then he gonna take it?
No,
he's making 13-14 now.
Yeah. So, like,
wait. So, are you saying so? If Mitch averages 12 and 9 and still giving you all universe level defense,
you can't give him. You can't offer him 12-13 million. You can't offer him that type of money and expect him to keep it. So you better be trading him out the door if he's giving you that kind of production, because when he hits next summer, he's gonna say 20 something.
Friends, I respect what you're saying, but that wasn't the question, though.
I know, but like, you have to figure out what you're willing to do. I can't start him.
Right. The question.
I can't start him.
The question is, who do you go get? Like, who is that archetype? What type player, and what type player do you go get?
Someone of value.
Of course. I mean,
no. What I'm saying, because my mind is still thinking, hey, Giannis is not out the picture. I need someone. I need someone who's going to add value to the team. Someone's value can go up.
So you can flip him in a Giannis deal if you have to.
So I'm thinking one player I'm thinking about. I'm thinking of Miles Bridges. I'm thinking of
We
Miles
need
Bridges.
Giannis or we win the chip.
That man said Miles Bridges.
I'm thinking Miles Bridges because I think he's gonna go for way less than he's worth.
Miles Bridges, in my opinion, is a bench player. I've seen Miles Bridges play in person like 10 times, right? And so he's a bench player on a quality team, bro. Like if he were on the Nuggets, he'd be like their 7th person.
But de-escalating contract as well. I think him also being he has a no trade clause, which also makes his value a little bit lower. Man. So I think he is someone, if you can get him on the cheap, I think that's someone you get.
He's making what, 25 million, something like that?
Yeah. And Charlotte wants to rebrand. Charlotte is all about these young kids. They trying to shed this immature. They want to get rid of the past.
Bro, you start with LaMelo Ball, dude.
Well, yeah. No, they love LaMelo, bro.
Yeah, that's they hoping better stuff around him. Hopefully he'll get better, but
yeah. One of the things that I don't know if y'all know this, but it's like how Corey Lee gets the intel in Atlanta vicariously just by being in that area. Mm-hmm. But Charlotte went from being the worst ran front office scenario, draft, scout, all that stuff. And they knew that. And so when towards the end of Mike's years, they were like, we no longer going to do that. We're just going to lead the pack. We're going to go in the opposite direction. Like, you know how sometimes you overcorrect? I think that's what Charlotte is doing. That's been the word out of Charlotte for like the last 2 to 3 seasons. Like, legitimately, we're not going to draft Bismack Biyombo at 8 anymore, or wherever they drafted Bismack Biyombo at, right? They're legitimately trying to be the Oakland A's, so to speak, of NBA basketball, because they know they can't draft free agent. I mean, they know they can't sign big time free agents, and how they acquire talent is through the draft and trades. And so they're trying to be super analytic. Like if you're an analytics person, just new to basketball, Charlotte would probably be your team based on what they're trying to be, right? And the thing is with LaMelo, for like all his shortcomings and all that stuff, the dude still has elite level skills that you don't normally get in point guards. Like for his size, people forget it, but for his size, he's super fluid for a 6'7" point guard, right? Or a 6'8" point, whatever, however tall he is. Generally, the taller the ball handler gets, the less dexterous they are. But that man is super fluid. And I'll give an example. We were about 8 rows back in Charlotte, me and Rob the Nick. We were sitting behind Scott Perry and Allen Houston, right? And legit, Evan Fournier got caught on the switch with LaMelo, and LaMelo Ball almost called a timeout because he was laughing so hard. Because another 6'7" guy came out there to defend him. He laughed in Evan Fournier's face so hard, as a Knicks fan, I was embarrassed. Right? He legit was like, this can't be your stopper right here. Right? And they ran the 1-4. You know how in the ISO, and Dre know how this thing works. And when you get to match up what you want, you run the 1-4 flat, right? You know, you got your flat.
Everybody go to the baseline.
Basically, yeah. And then the ISO guy calls whatever he wants, right? He's like, nah, y'all just stay where y'all at, man. Y'all just stay where y'all at, right? He's like, yeah, we don't have to run nothing. And he went around Fournier, right, without a move. He didn't cross him up, none of that. He was just
no
like
hesitation, just a straight dribble.
Just a straight dribble past Fournier and hit a floater in the lane to end the quarter. And he was pointing at Fournier, right? And the referees wanted to blow the whistle. Probably wanted to tech him up, but you can't tech him up because he taunting. Because he really all he did was talk trash to him and pointed at him. You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to like guys like LaMelo, despite what the numbers say, he's got like that Sauce Gardner thing to him. Like corners just don't wake up 6'4" and fast. Right? Generally, if you're 6'4" at corner, you have some stiffness to you where you don't have the wiggle, whereas Sauce Gardner was born with this stuff.
And to be honest, he sells jerseys too. So
he sells jerseys in an era when your team is trash.
So
yeah. I think he has MVP. I think he has MVP talent, where it's just his head ain't. I don't think it's tough enough. I don't think he's not competitive. He's not in a place that he has to compete.
Right.
Like he could play games. He could play games in Charlotte. I think if he was somewhere else, he would be MVP already.
Yeah, I think he's got that level of talent. The only thing about Charlotte is in a rebuild, you have to let young guys play. Right? Like you legit have to, let these young guys just go out there. Like the only reason why you have veterans is so that you can meet the salary floor, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
But in terms of that player, Dre, that I don't know why Klay Thompson keeps coming to my mind at $16 million. I don't know if we can pull off a trade for $16 million with the Klay Thompson.
Depends how committed they are.
Yeah,
they think they have a chance at a championship. So,
who, the Mavs?
I mean, the Mavs. They keep talking like they are.
Yeah,
they don't.
Yeah, they. I mean, to keep their jobs, they have to keep talking like that.
What about a guy like Grayson Allen though?
I like Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
And he fits the age of our other guys.
And he's an excellent defender. He's a very slept-on defender, bro.
And he's big.
Good shooter,
like 6'7".
defender.
Isn't he like 6'7"? He's big.
No, he's like 6'4".
Yeah,
is he? Oh my bad. I thought it was like 6'7".
Yeah.
He plays bigger though.
Yeah, he seems like he plays bigger than that.
Yeah, because he's tough, bro. That dude might be president. Him and Malcolm Brogdon are gonna run against each other for president one day. Watch.
Yeah,
Those
I mean, if the Suns like Josh Hart enough, I mean, they have to like Josh Hart enough.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So if in my mind, Dre, the reason why I asked you that is because in my mind, I think some of these kids are gone. I just don't think they're gone when we think they're going to be gone.
You're gonna wake up on January the 12th and they gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. To like they're not going to be gone out of camp. I don't think Leon Rose is just going to go into the season with a Yogi Bear picnic at the end of the bench like he did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, boo boo.
Yeah. Daquan Jeffries, that's his name. Tom Thibodeau looked down at the end of the bench and saw Daquan Jeffries, and he just snapped back around like, God damn.
You ain't got no uniform under there.
You over there. Your sneakers have 2K on them, bro. Coach. This dude is the generic 2K guy. Right? He the smoking black dude with the Donald Trump hair.
John Smith.
Yeah, John Smith on 2K.
Not even that on 2K. You know when like Michael Jordan didn't want his likeness in the game, so he was just number 23.
Number 23.
He just number 37. Ain't even got no name.
On one of them like late second round picks on the made up draft rookies
on the simulated drafts.
Yeah,
Giannis Stockton,
Giannis.
Like they combine like two names.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Or sometimes
like,
sometimes they get it right, but the name is spelled different. You'd be like Jalen Rose, except it to be Jaylin, and you like, yeah, man. So but yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. Like, some of these kids aren't gonna make it. I think when Fritz said the consolidation thing, I had something in my spirit was saying, not right now. Like, not right now. Like, do you do the consolidation thing right now and then go into the roster and go into the season and not be able to make a move? Or do you kind of play this thing out and give Mike Brown a little bit of time to see if he can figure it out? And if it's something that this roster can't overcome, then go get that guy that fixes the roster.
Right? But Freezie, doing it the way you're talking about, you're talking about adding Brogdon and letting everybody else fall off.
In a perfect sense, the way I'd like for it to be is keep all the incumbents. Don't move any of the incumbents, right? And then if you have a spot left, then that spot goes to Brogdon, Gary Bird, or whoever. That's what I'm saying.
One guy makes it. Only one guy makes it.
Yeah, that's what
I'm okay with that. If it's Brogdon and then nobody else gets at it, I'm cool with that.
If it's Shamit and nobody, I'm cool with that too. Like, we've gone entire seasons without a consistent backup point guard. We can go another 30 games until we decide the target that we truly want to fill that void.
And Jay, here's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because that's a smart take on that revolving door. As soon as you started saying that, I was like, you know what? We don't even really know what type of backup point guard we really need. We think we know. We think we know, right?
For all we know, we could need a big old point forward to fill a niche instead of a traditional 6'5".
For all we know, Mike Brown might ask for Westbrook. For all we know.
Yeah. Or
if he did, he would be on the Knicks already, Corey.
But here's the thing I wanted to introduce also. What if Mike Brown uses his Swiss Army knife in a different way than Tom Thibodeau used the same Swiss Army knife? Like,
about Josh.
Yeah, like instead of Josh being the baseline
power guard.
The baseline guy, the baseline defender on the weak side, right? What if he uses Josh Hart as a power guard, like what Coach was saying? Like a Blue Edwards. Yeah, Coach, you remember Blue Edwards?
Yeah, the Utah.
I remember Blue Edwards, Utah Jazz.
Yeah, like a big physical guard that takes advantage of smaller, lighter guards, right? But he's still a guard, right? Tom Thibodeau used Josh Hart as a undersized forward that can't block shots and defend at the rim, but he can grab rebounds, right? But he's a crumb snatcher. Like Josh Hart is a crumb snatching rebounder. He's not a guy that's going to go in and box out Dwight Howard for rebounds. He's not, right? He's the guy, like when these long rebounds come off, he has a nose for the ball. He's going to throw his body around and grab those. And when he keeps his feet, he can push it the other way and get us out in transition. My thing is the flaw to this thought that I have. And I know I'm not perfect, everybody. So even when I have these things, I still have an opposite side of some of these things sometimes is if a guard grabs the ball and pushes the ball, what is Josh Hart going to be doing?
He'll be running the floor.
He should be running the floor, right? But Swiss Army knives have identity crisis, like because he should be running to the closest, deepest corner.
Yeah.
That's what he should be running to. But when you're not a shooter, you're not going to be running to the closest, deepest corner. When you're a slasher, you run into the wing, waiting for the ball to come up the floor, and then you crash, ready to dunk on somebody like Chris Morris or Dominique Wilkins. But Josh Hart is not that guy either. Right? Like, he's legit not Cedric Ceballos either. Right? He's not Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady either. Right? So then what does he do when his best position in transition is the guard pushing the ball up the floor, but he doesn't have the ball? What does he do? Great. That's where my Fritz.
I'm thinking in my head, we're probably, if we had to target someone, we're probably going to target someone that either played for the Warriors or played for Sacramento at some point. Like, if we're going to target someone to bring in for this system,
right?
Just naturally, my natural inclination is to think if it's someone that we acquire mid-season, it'll be someone that's either a plug-and-play kind of guy, or if it's a playmaker, it's someone that has played for the Kings or the Warriors at some point within the last 8 years.
A guy that knows how to play up and down.
Yeah.
Maybe a Memphis player.
Possibly.
Memphis played with space, but they didn't shoot did they shoot the three a lot? They
were not good shooters.
They shot the three a lot, but it was because their pace was so high that they got attempts up.
Okay.
But what did they like? Was a percentage of their shots threes more than other teams? Not really, no.
Okay.
Man, if it was someone in Memphis, I'd love it would be GG Jackson probably.
South Carolina's own.
Word is he's having a rough preseason though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the wrong place. And
Josh Hart's like a guard version of Billy Owens.
yeah, he is.
That's like Billy Owens was that type of like like what position was he?
Yeah,
like he didn't really have he's kind of built like this, but he plays like this.
A great rebounder, a great passer, great scorer, great handler, great cutter, great screener.
Great high school basketball player because I played against him in high school.
Yeah, man. Billy Owens was that dude. 6'9", 225, can dribble like a guard. He should, in today's NBA, he'd probably be like an undersized offensive five that offers no rim protection defense, but is a triple-double threat every night.
I mean, he might play like a Jokic kind of player, like in an offense.
Yeah.
Like at the top.
Because he can make every pass, bro. That dude can make every pass, bro. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like if Josh, I think that's why when I was putting up the numbers out there, I was like, man, we are struggling in places that we shouldn't struggle. Right? Like we're struggling with like basic stuff. Is it that the Knicks recognize what they may be missing and Mike Brown has to tap into some other level of creativity in order to get this offense on track? Or when the chips are down, we just go back to the Brunson burner, everybody standing around watching Jalen Brunson?
Well, Mike Brown said himself he's trying to implement an offense, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty last 5-8 minutes of the game, best believe the ball is in Jalen Brunson's hands. His main difference maker. And if we're keeping it all the way 100, it was kind of the same thing with the Kings.
Yeah.
And that's why De'Aaron Fox won Clutch Player of the Year. Now we have a player better than De'Aaron.
Yeah.
So I think it's like we said before, some of it is just, it might be just when it comes down to brass tacks, it might just be, hey, let's maximize everything we can to make Brunson the most lethal scorer we can possibly make him.
Right. And by doing that, you make everybody else better at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. By Jalen Brunson being our Jupiter, somebody can be Saturn and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not like it's not like Jalen Brunson's a black hole. It's more like he'd be. Oof. I don't know.
You don't want someone to be the sun, but
no. I feel it in my heart, man. And I know y'all are gonna laugh. And so what? I've been laughed at before. I don't care. I think Mike Brown is in love with Mikal Bridges.
No, I think
have you heard the way?
There's a bromance. There's a bromance brewing over there.
Yeah.
No, I think he looks at him like you can legit be Zach LaVine if you wanted to be.
Yeah.
You can be Zach LaVine what you wanted to be, but you playing too much defense. You could legit be a star out here.
Yeah.
And you doing the dirty work. Yeah.
The thing about the wings we have is when he was on the Kings, he was trying to push the trade for both of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now he has both of them.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I think Mikal Bridges in this offense could be that big playmaker. Now, if that turns out to be the case, then I think the Knicks have to bring in another veteran wing with a similar skill set to Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Trey Murphy, some type, maybe less than that. Like what's the Walmart brand? What's the Walmart brand, Coach?
Great value.
Great, yeah, like a great value from somewhere.
Great value.
Yeah, appreciate that, Coach.
Someone who's gonna do some of the dirty work.
Get you a Kirkland, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, Kirkland, Mikal Bridges, exactly.
Market pantry. Target.
Yeah. The person I kind of had at that all summer I was talking about was Ochai Agbaji from the Raptors. Someone who could play a lot of defense. And basically, he's not going to give you good.
The guy Freezie wanted was Delano Blanton, but
yeah, I'd love to have.
Yeah, I wanted him too. He went to the Mavericks.
Yeah,
but you need somebody you could trust, like from day one. Like
as long as we don't get the no frills pathmark. Remember that? Remember it was like
you didn't rock them sneakers.
It was
you didn't rock them sneakers.
You have a white label,
bro, man. I grew up liking scrunchy.
Yeah,
bro, them old no frills they used to call it. It would just say corn.
Just a white box, just a white label,
white can, black letters, corn.
Yeah.
We getting the bootleg cereal that come in the plastic instead of a box.
Yeah, or the plastic bag.
Puff rice. You get the puff rice.
Rice. Yeah, man.
Crispy rice.
Yeah. Oh
my God.
So I have a challenge for y'all. I think the Knicks already have that dude.
And who is that?
I don't want to tell you. I want y'all to read my mind. And my mind is a creepy place, y'all. My mind is creepy.
Oh, Diawara.
No D.
Nah, it ain't. No, he ain't ready.
I think Mike Brown really loves Diawara.
And
he's not rushing him out into preseason because he doesn't want to break it.
And I think that Tosan is that guy. I think Tosan. Yeah, I think Tosan is the very.
Yeah, you got the height. You got the height.
I think he's on a two-way.
Yeah.
He's on a two-way.
I really, bro. The more I watch the way he moves on the floor, the more I think he has a. Hey, Dre, you remember when we first met? And I think, man, you and I were like almost damn near screaming at each other over a thing about decision making, right? Like I think because you were talking about the point of like when it comes time to make the decision, all the preferences don't matter because at the point of the decision, if you make a bad decision, you're a bad decision maker, right? And I was saying that people make bad decisions sometimes based off innate stuff like aggression. Like you can have, like my thing is, you can be a very high IQ person, and aggression can what's the big wrestler, man? The dude bigger than the dude about my size, with the crew cut. Remember the dude in WWE?
Crew cut.
The
Is he
dude,
white?
yeah, the dude with the sword on his chest.
Oh, Brock Lesnar?
Come on,
Yeah,
Lesnar?
like Brock Lesnar legit is a very smart human being. His aggression leads him to be a damn dumbass decision maker. Right? Right, like legit.
Leaving wrestling to go to the NFL.
Yeah.
To come back to wrestling.
Yeah. Like juicing up, bro. If you already if you're walking around at 286, right? And then you juicing up, and then now you got to cut weight because you want to fight it, bro. Why not just stay at 286 and just eat right? Right? It's not like you broke. It's not like you like me and Coach ordering Big Macs in the middle of the night, bro. You got millions of dollars, bro. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Tosan, I think is that guy. Like, I think he has a very high basketball IQ, right? And he is not a risky passer, but it's something about scoring that basketball that he's in love with, bro. Like, he recognizes when people are open. He knows how to get himself open, right? He knows how to throw passes on time and on target. But it's something about throwing up that floater in the paint over a 7-footer that he just, bro, I don't know what it is. He did it with us. You know what I'm saying? Like he did it against us. Do y'all remember the Brooklyn game where he was toasting OG?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When that dude was toasting OG and was in OG face, it was like, who is this dude with his name spelled wrong on the back of his jersey? Like the back of his jersey looked like alphabet soup, looked like the Soul Train Scrabble board. Like jersey looked like the Soul Train Scrabble board.
Bro,
but anyway,
you know, Tosin averaged more per game than Deuce did last year.
Yep.
I told
He
him
averaged
about
10. I think he averaged almost 10.
Bro, he averaged 9.5 points a game in only 23 minutes a game.
Bro,
9.5 points.
Yeah, coach. What I'm saying is, his college coach said he can beat Grant Hill. I think his coach put his foot in his mouth. But if we just go by the skill set he was trying to describe, I think he's right. A 6'7" guy with really good handles, really good court vision, a little explosion, can get wherever he want on the floor. The only drawback to him is he is a questionable three-point shooter. And defense has been optional in previous years.
Yeah.
Now, do I think he can beat out Pacom Dadier? I think so. Do I think he can beat out Deuce?
He's NBA ready right now. So
yeah, and he's an
older guy.
And surprise everybody, he's younger than Tyler Kolek. Surprise.
He's 24?
Yes. He's younger than Kev McCullough. Surprise.
You know, Nets been giving players away. You see they cut like 3 players.
Derek Whitehead. They cut Derek Whitehead.
These are players like they were praising last year, and you give them away this year. Like
they cut
Trent Watford.
They cut Watford.
They didn't have him this year. He's been on another team. They cut Derek Whitehead though.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, Brooklyn.
That's what happens when you draft 5 rookies.
Yeah, 5 guards in the first round, right?
They're only guards because they can't shoot.
Yeah.
They when you 6'7" and they call you a point guard, they only call you that because you can't shoot.
Because you can't shoot. Yeah. but maybe that's why. That's the reason why Tosan was a guard for them. Because he's a unwilling deep shooter that can't really. But Dre, you know how we talk about shot form. So he's got like the Klay Thompson Now, I'm not saying he's Klay Thompson, everybody. I'm saying he's got the hop shot form. It's not the 1-2. Like most human beings grab the ball, they're in that 1-2, 1-2 left, right, you know what I'm saying, line up to the rim, jump shot. And he catches and turns his torso, but keeps his bottom half straight. And so what that does is keeps him lined up to the rim.
I didn't know Troy Jameson had our last two-way until just now.
Yep, he has our last two-way.
Yeah,
so he's going to be hanging around the team.
He's going to be around.
Yeah, that was that weird signing. I was like, that was just weird.
but now it makes sense because that man really looked like a diesel like Brown. So
yeah. Yeah.
That might be one of his illegitimate children.
Yeah. Shout out to all the illegitimate children out there. I'm not y'all daddy this time.
not even Pacone.
Yeah, hey, man.
Not even Lil Freezie.
Yo, why does he keep inviting me to Maury, bro? What is that? This dude keep inviting me to Maury. I keep turning it down. I don't need no. I didn't know Maury was still alive, bro. But yeah, man.
You are not the father.
Thank you, because it's like 13 people like trying to. No, anyway.
Only cut a check, but so many times.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
But I'm not saying that he was my original thought. I'm really high on that guy, right? But if Bridges turns into the big combo guard, right, then somebody has to take up at least some of the light work evacuated by Bridges, right? Now, is that Deuce? Does Deuce start to guard on the perimeter and be a spot-up three-point shooter? Or do you bring in a person with more size? Basically, do you flip-flop Deuce and Bridges offensive roles and see where that gets you?
It's hard to answer that question because different games call for different skill sets and different different lineups. So it's like, ideally, you don't want to do that every night. You don't want to flip them every night because they have the versatility to do both when the time calls for it.
Did you see Deuce last night?
I understand.
You remember how we've been arguing about the last 2 years about Deuce? And then last night against the Washington Wizards backups.
Oh God.
I'm not saying that he can't do it, right? And I'm not knocking Deuce. But he did say blue and orange tears.
Oh.
Come on, man. Come on, dude. You can't say orange. Coach, Deuce can't say orange?
Hey, what you call it? Because you know why? Because Bob messed that up.
Bro, y'all blame Cowboy Bob for everything, bro.
No, that was plain clear.
No, I'm just I do believe in a more open floor, half court and transition. I do think you can take advantage of some of the stuff that Mikal Bridges did in Brooklyn. I think you could take advantage of some of that stuff. He's proven that he can do something. Y'all remember the Portland game last year where he took over point guard duties?
Yeah.
I'm thinking there is some meat on the bone there. I don't know. Maybe Portland was just a great matchup for him. But
what I've seen from a lot of snippets and videos of practices, training camps, little moments in games and stuff, I see Mike Brown talking to Mikal Bridges a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen Mikal Bridges like looking at him with respect, like nodding his head. Like, I can almost hear what Mike Brown's saying, like reassuring Mikal Bridges of what his role is, what he expects him to do.
Right.
Like, I just don't think he had a defined like responsibility and role last year.
Not offensively,
you know. And I really think Mike Brown's leveling with him on that part.
Right.
Maybe kind of coaching up. I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Like, look, man, you got the ability to do this, this, and this. I want you to do that here.
Yeah. Bro, you were a first round pick for a reason, bro. We not just gonna have you play like a role player. Like last year, they legit had that man playing like a training camp invite. We gave up 6 picks for a training camp invite type player.
They were putting him in spots like Grimes.
Right.
He was basically a ham sandwich with some truffle butter and like some brie cheese smeared on it and raspberry jam, and
he was a prosciutto.
They told that man that get the scraps and then hustle and then beat up point of attack guy for 37 minutes a night.
Yeah. Yeah, and then complain when he missed shots late in games. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think there is some.
No one puts Mickey in the corner.
Basically, I think there's something with him, and I think the system that Mike Brown ran. Yeah, I remember earlier in the summer when we looked at the field goal percentages from OG and Bridges, how they were red hot in the corners. It just didn't seem like it because our offense was slow. Yeah. Like Bridges and OG both were shooting like 40% from the corners, and Bridges was like shooting like 48% or 47% from a certain 3-point corner. And that was his lowest output. Like he only took like 1 shot per game from that corner. Like the man took like 86 shots from the corner he was red hot in over an 82 game schedule. If I see Tom Thibodeau right now, I will fire the hell out of his ass, bro.
only we could acquire a guy that ran pick and roll the year before and tell him to never run pick and roll as a new.
Yeah, oh my god, he wouldn't even. Okay,
like we thought when we acquired him, oh, he's gonna spearhead the second unit, be like the first option when Brunson's off the court. Never saw it once.
Or run the offense with Brunson on the floor so Brunson can get spot up 3-point opportunities.
Never saw it once.
Wrong. Wrong.
Oh man.
So that's what I'm thinking, man. I'm thinking like Mike Brown is gonna try out some stuff to see what works. I think we'll see it in limited quantities first and just let it grow and progress over time. Whatever's good with it, they're going to keep it. Whatever's bad with it, we'll try to redo it, maybe save it for later. I think the coaching staff, though, the advanced scouting coaching staff, all of them guys, the guys that go back and look at. So there's 2 sets of there are coaches that review the game tape, and then there are coaches that review the next coming opponent, and then everybody get together and collaborate on what we feel like we can run for the next opponent, right? I feel like once those guys get some of that on tape, I think you'll see some of that. I think we might see even a little bit of OG ball handling at the top. And if Mike Brown is smart, I think he'll use Karl-Anthony Towns, because to me, Karl-Anthony Towns is the best ball handling 7-footer in the NBA, right? In my opinion. Now, Jokic is excellent dribbling in a straight line, right? But it's rare that you see Jokic take other bigs off the dribble in the half court. Now, is he the best center in the league? Yes. I'm not saying he's a sucker. I'm just saying this one thing I think Cat is better than him at is taking opposing centers off the dribble. I would like to see some of that in this Mike Brown's offense, especially when teams force Cat out to 28 feet, 29 feet, right? I'd love to see Cat attack his man off that, have the pinch defender pinch in to try to slide to draw the charge on Cat, and he kick out to Mikal Bridges in the corner for 3, right? Or if they come with Mitch's man from the paint to do that, for Cat to throw a bounce pass or a lob to Mitch, for Mitch to get these lobs that he should have been getting for the last 5 years. Yeah, Nikki, I saw that. I was going to leave the show with that, but I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all got anything else before we get out of here, bro?
I need regular season basketball, like right now.
Yeah.
I'm jonesing.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban is a sucker because he lost his appeal, and he's still trying to press the Knicks.
He's a sucker for that.
I don't think it was as bad as if you actually watched the clip. I don't think it was as bad if you watched the clip. I think people are making.
But he said we needed to be penalized more than a second round pick, and it's just like, bro, it's your fault. He even is a Knick in the first place.
Yeah, but at the same time, he said there was nothing on paper, like there was no like clear evidence. You can see a lot of smoke.
How would we be penalized more then? Why should we?
Oh yeah, so I didn't understand that. Like, if you had us dead to rights, like you knew something was going on, okay, then you could say you should have a strict penalty. But he just saying, hey, it just didn't add up. Basically,
the thing that bothered me particularly was the way that the interviewer posed the questions like, did the Knicks circumvent like the CBA in terms of him? And like, bro, if everyone and their mom was saying we overpaid for him, we had to move players to even pay him that money. So how did we circumvent like money wise?
The Knicks could have paid him more.
And we employed his dad already. So we're going to tell him he can't talk to his dad?
Yeah.
I mean, about NBA stuff. He can't talk about team stuff with your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, we had the money. We even had more money to offer if you wanted more. So we didn't circumvent it. We just knew what we going to go buy. We had a grocery list.
We wound up
we got what we
spending
wanted.
What we spent for Brunson, and didn't have a couple of bucks extra though to give more to Hartenstein. That would have kept him here, because the percentage would have been more. Because we signed Hartenstein for so little, we couldn't sign him for any more money.
What we screwed up was not giving a 2+1. That's what we screwed up.
Yeah.
We should have gave him a 2+1. It kept it moving.
Man, we still talking about that ham sandwich, bro. He all right.
You know what?
World
Freezie,
champion.
right.
Where's him?
He's a world champion, but we were kind of replaced him with an all NBA center. So.
Yeah, I mean,
oh yeah. No, I'm not regretting it. Don't get me wrong.
I'm joking about him, bro. I met him in person, bro. He the nicest NBA player.
Hey, before we get out of here, I want to say rest in peace, D'Angelo.
Man. Yeah, man.
I hope we hear more D'Angelo music, because I
hope it's done tastefully, because I'm not like the kind of guy that likes a lot of posthumous stuff.
Yeah, but I know he like held out.
Yeah, he has
coming back
hundreds of songs.
Yeah, because he wanted to come back, but I think he didn't want people to look at him. He's different. He ain't the 20-year-old kid he was before.
He doesn't force anything, because if you notice, all his albums sound completely different. So he doesn't want to put out a project to rehash things he's already done. He wants a new sound.
Okay.
That's crazy. The cancer, bro.
Pancreatic cancer, man.
Yeah, that's bad. It happens fast with that, bro.
Yeah. I had a homeboy die from brain cancer The Sunday before last.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's tough, bro. When you watch dudes big and strong, bro, and then you just watch them
wither,
and there's nothing they can do, bro. They just have good days and bad days, man. You just like hate to even talk about it, man. But you know, on a good note, Quentin Grimes signed with the Sixers, so I mean that makes the world better, right?
For $8 million,
bro.
They told that man, "We are never going to pay you. We just drafted a guy to play your position."
Right. Like, man, just that dude is the most overrated NBA player I've ever seen in my life, bro.
In your life.
He is the worst. He is the worst draft pick in Knicks history, bro.
What about Chandler Parsons? He's more overrated than he.
Yeah, no, I would take Chandler Parsons over him right now, bro. I would take a washed Chandler Parsons over Grimes in his prime.
You might take Chandler Parsons right now off the street out of retirement.
Off the street, bro. Out the old
Delonte West.
I'd take him. No, he passed
off
away.
The street.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he passed away. I thought.
No, he's alive.
He's around.
Yeah, I'll take him. Man. Yeah, I'll take him over Quentin Grimes, bro. I saw Quentin Grimes. We were in Orlando, and I know I tell the story all the time, but we were in Orlando, and Orlando was going to run a play, and Paolo Banchero called the play off. He squashed the play. He's like, no, because Quentin Grimes was in front of him, and I thought he was going to post up Grimes, bro. Do you know that man just went right-handed by Grimes and dunked? Like, he just went like, went through it. And Randle was so mad. Randle was so mad because on TV, what it looks like is Randle gave up a dunk at the rim, right? And you're like, Randle don't play defense, right? But they went back down, quickly patted him on the butt, right? Quickly was like, yo, man, if they run that again, I'll switch with you, right? And you're thinking, like, why would a 6'2" dude switch with a 6'5" dude to guard a 6'11" dude, 6'10" dude, right? What are we doing? They run the same play. Paolo Banchero legit blows by quickly, and Julius Randle tries to knock this dude's head off at the rim. And it sounds like two airplanes crashing, right? And Randle looked down at Banchero bounced back up. He's like, hey, you look, and I'm like, Grimes is so trash, bro. Grimes is so trash. You got to get this dude. You can't stop a 7-footer, a 6'10" guy from. Now, mind you, Banchero was the number one pick of his draft. Dude is super talented. But Grimes, that's what you're known for, right? Defense? I don't know. That dude's trash, bro. And Coach, he the worst pick the Knicks ever made, bro.
Ever.
That that dude. Bro.
What?
Yes,
that's the worst.
The worst, bro. Like the dude is Coach. He is. I'm trying to think of somebody worse than him. But even John Thomas, we knew John Thomas was limited, bro. Right? And so
Ronaldo Balkman.
Nah, Balkman hustled. He just wasn't skilled. He had I don't know. That's close. Him and Frank are close, but nah. I saw, bro.
Jordan Hill only played 24 games for us, bro, and he was a number 8 pick.
I know. They had to get him out of here. And you know who went the pick after him? DeMar DeRozan.
Yep.
Oh God.
Bro.
Drew Holiday, Danny Green,
Rajon Rondo.
Freezie, you trying to make my mood bad?
Bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Listen, I don't remember this stuff because I'm a genius. I remember this stuff because I'm hurt.
They're scars.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Freezie trying to send us to bed with nightmares.
I'm gonna get out of here so I can get on these phones at like 7:20, bro.
Bro, we could have had Brandon Jennings, bro, that year.
And he
went 14, right?
He was the next pick. Or no, he was number 10.
He wanted to be a Knick.
He wanted to be a Knick, bro. I'm so mad I can just jump out this window over here, bro. But I just fixed this window. Hey, coach, man, bro,
Phil Jackson was a genius. What can I say?
Yo, y'all know how, man, windows are expensive, bro.
Hey, you want to hear how long ago that was? Taj Gibson was the 26th pick in that draft.
Taj Gibson was, yeah. We could have just went Taj Gibson, bro.
Taj Gibson came to the league bald.
Taj Gibson came to the league bald.
I'm not even trolling. He did.
Yeah.
Taj Gibson was 78 years old.
Yeah. He was 78 years old on draft night.
Taj Gibson is the Morgan Freeman of NBA basketball.
Yeah, yeah. And not Joe Clark either. I'm talking about the Batman version. But you know, hey, coach, do you remember who played center on that USC team with DeMar DeRozan and Taj Gibson?
Vucevic.
Nikola Vucevic.
Oh, yeah.
That team was stacked, bro. And they had a guard. They had like a 6'3" guard that wouldn't pass to those three. He's just jacking. Like the dude from Villanova. Remember the dude from Villanova? The dude that played with the guys? The 6'2" dude, the 6'2" dark skin dude. That was there the year before with Ryan Arcidiacono.
I know you're talking about.
The dude, he would not pass to Josh and the new guys. He would only pass to Ryan and Amari Spellman.
You know who else was on that team, Freezie? Lil Romeo.
Lil Romeo was on that.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yep. That was a package. DeMar DeRozan and Lil Romeo was a package. He was like, I'm not going to USC unless Lil Romeo come with me. Which is weird because I'm like, how do these dudes even know each other? But whatever. I don't know.
It ain't my business.
It ain't my business, bro. So thank y'all everybody for coming through. Hey y'all, we're gonna try to do better, man. My goal is for these conversations to be smarter and more thorough and more entertaining and less similar to most of the stuff that y'all hear. So when I go down a rabbit hole a little bit, it's not because I like rabbit holes. It's because I know that y'all could be anywhere else watching any other thing, but y'all hanging out here with us. And so I'm gonna push these guys at times to think deeper about stuff and give us like the best every night. Because I think you as the fan, y'all deserve the best every night. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to everybody that's new. Lee, every year around this time, you know we get the bump, right?
You know that.
Yeah, like last year we got the bump, bro. We went somewhere from somehow, right? So I'm thinking we probably get I'm hoping we get the bump this year, but we'll see how things go.
Yes, sir.
Basketball season, every basketball season, man, somehow. So hopefully, whether it be another interview like the Kenny Anderson interview, or maybe we can dig deeper into IKB and Dre's cavernous mind of basketball stuff. Maybe we can, dig deeper into Coach's breakdown of the things that he sees. Maybe me and Corey Lee can make y'all laugh or something, but we're going to try to provide the best that we can. Knicks freestyle tomorrow, everybody. Knicks freestyle tomorrow at 7:30. On that note, man, we out of here, y'all. Peace, everybody.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my